So guys, before I went to go record this video, I went ahead and decided to check my voicemail. To my surprise, I found something a little bit interesting that I figured I would share with you guys today. So I'm going to go ahead and play that right quick for you guys, and then we're going to actually get into the video.
First voice message.
Hey man, I'm just really lonely without you. I mean, I thought maybe a good friend would talk to me while I'm sitting on the pooper, like I normally do for him, but just call me back. Love you. Nah, some gay stuff right there. Ain't with that. See you, man.
End of message.
Yo, what is up? demonjoefrance here. Welcome back once again to another video. How you guys doing? Guys, today I'm going to be answering the question, do you ever get bored of Fortnite Save the World? I've actually gotten this question a lot on live streams and stuff. You guys know I'm constantly looking at chat and I'm constantly answering questions, and one that actually sticks out to me a lot is, do you ever get bored of Save the World? So I'm going to be answering that question in today's video. And yeah, one thing before we get into this is that I want to go ahead and shout out my friend Nightmares, who's actually going to help you guys out with your storm shield defenses if you do need help. This dude is in the top 3 whenever it comes to storm shield defenses in the world, and he wants to help you guys out. So in the description you guys can find his Twitter and his Discord. If you guys do follow him on Twitter, make sure you also go over here and you follow my Twitter as well, because it is very luscious and we have about 1,800 of you guys over there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and answer the question, do you ever get bored of Save the World? Now, one of the reasons I feel like I get this question asked to me a lot is because every single live stream that I do, I max out the newest weapon that comes out. You know, whenever the Pain Train and the Tree of Light came out, I didn't max out the Tree of Light on stream because I needed more reperk, but I actually did max out both of those weapons. I had the reperk, I had the perk mats, and I was actually able to get both of them to all legendary perks. And you know, that takes a lot of grind. I did the same thing with the Ginger Blaster. I did the same thing with the Stalwart Squire. I did the same thing with the Ghost Pistol, with the Coco Pistol, Coco 45. You know, every single new weapon that comes out and I do a live stream on it, I always make it all legendary perks. It's just kind of my niche. It's what I like to do. And so I do get this question asked a lot, I think, because I'm constantly playing the game. I'm always grinding those materials, and those materials take hours upon hours to get, especially on a weekly basis when new stuff comes out. So people ask me all the time, do you get bored of Save the World? And I gotta say no, because there's certain ways that in which you can go about it to actually not get bored of a game. And whenever you do get bored of a game, it's actually called burnouts. Whenever you play it way too much, or you force yourself to play it, and then you're just not gonna want to play it anymore. And you know, I do it for fun. I play this game for fun. So if I actually forced myself to play the game, I would be absolutely miserable. You know, you guys would obviously be able to see it in the videos that I do, but I enjoy playing this game. It's, you know, the game I play every single day, but it's not the only game that I play. If you're trying to avoid burnout, then don't only play Save the World, because a lot of games have this issue where it has a community. You know, it's a PvE game or whatever, it has a community, and you know, those people just play it way too much, and then they get disgruntled with the game, they complain about it, they say it's really boring and blah blah blah. This is not what you want to do. You know, I'm playing games all the time. You know, I play Battlefield 5, I play Minecraft, I play Fallout 4. You know, I play a lot of games in my free time. Brawlhalla is another one of them. I play Save the World more than all of those games, obviously, because how else would I be able to maintain the YouTube channel? But I enjoy playing Save the World at the end of the day, and I've never forced myself to play it either. I think what a lot of people think is that they can just hop on Save the World every single day and that be the only game that they ever play, when in reality, if you do that, you're obviously going to suffer from burnout. And you know, with me, I'm just constantly playing other games all the time, although most of my time does go to Save the World. I just freaking love this game, man. I know it's an early access and whatnot, but that's another reason to want to put more time into it, as it's going to be getting better over time. You know, for those of you guys that are in Stonewood, Plankerton, and Canny Valley, I can kind of understand if you guys might be a little bored with the game, maybe a little bit less for Plankerton and Stonewood players because they're very new, but you know, the Plankerton quest line for one is very long, so if you're at the end of that, and the Canny Valley quest line is also long as well, and the missions for the quest lines are quite uninspired. You know, you go here and break this open and grab this and grab that and come back and do that, you know, and it's really, there's not many missions in the quest line, you know, the actual storyline, that are actually pretty unique, you know, like the Storm King, or exploring Venderman's mansion, or doing the Venderman's research lab, or building a giant, you know, memoriam. You know, those are a few of the unique missions, but we don't have many of them. So I can completely understand if you guys are, you know, slightly bored with the game, but you guys got plenty of stuff to look forward to. There's absolutely nothing wrong with taking a break from the game. You know, recently we we had Morgan from Split Screen leave Fortnite Save the World because he wants to play other games. You know, he wants to play Anthem or do Destiny or, you know, Division 2 or any of those new games that come out. And that's completely understandable. You know, the guy's been playing the game for quite a while, so now he's going in a different direction with his YouTube. And he said himself, you know, if the game gets more interesting with time, he's gonna come back to it and he's gonna make content for it. And you know, that's how you guys should be if you are bored of the game. If you're bored of Save the World, feel free to leave for a while. Come back later whenever things are better. The game is constantly evolving and it's constantly getting better, and that's the great thing about Save the World, is that, you know, you could leave for a few months and come back, and then there's all this new stuff for you to explore if that's what you want to do. And you know, I've had plenty of subs tell me that they've quit the game and they've come back, and you know, yada yada, and that's just how you deal with burnout. You know, that's how you don't get bored of the game. You know, granted, I do YouTube for this game. It's very fun to do YouTube for this game. I get to post every single day. You guys get to post comments. We get to talk on Twitter. There's all sorts of interaction between you guys, especially the live streams that are extremely fun. But you know, if I didn't do YouTube for this game, you know, which there was a while at which I didn't actually do YouTube for Save the World and I just played it for fun, you know, I would make sure not to overplay the game. But one thing I can say to all of you guys that are out there and, you know, you're bored with the game and you're thinking about quitting, then do it. Take a break from the game, give it some time. It's ever evolving. Things are coming in the future. We already know, like with the roadmap that's coming out soon, with the hero rework that's coming out, and then we got the Twine Peak story that needs to come out. There's a lot of stuff to look forward to, but if you don't want to wait for it, or you don't want to play the game while you wait for it, then move on to something else. Play Anthem when that comes out, you know, play the Division when that comes out, move on to another game, and then feel free to come back to Save the World. Because if you burn yourself out on the game, if you play it too much, then you're just genuinely not going to ever enjoy it. So never force yourself to play the game, and that's basically been my motto. If I get up one day, I don't want to play Save the World, then I'm not going to do it. But if I do get up and I want to play it, heck yeah, dude. I mean, today I've probably sunk about 6 to 8 hours before recording this video into Save the World, just playing with friends, and you know, that's just a lot of fun for me. And I like to grind for perk stuff and all that kind of stuff. But you know, one thing that you do got to note is that while you're playing this game, content is going to come later. You know, it's not going to already be there. So while you're playing, you do got to keep in mind there's not always going to be new stuff to grind for and new stuff to do. You got to constantly remember that stuff is coming later. You got to give people time, and you know, if your way of giving people time is, you know, stop, play the game, you know, come back later, then that's entirely what I encourage you to do. But to answer the question, do I ever get bored of Save the World? No. I know how to prevent burnout. I know how to keep it from happening. Obviously, I was a Destiny player for years, and that game is so freaking boring at times. So I know how to deal with burnout. I know how to deal and keep this kind of stuff from happening. So just don't overplay the game. Never force yourself to play the game. Have a few other games in the background to play, and you're not going to get bored of Save the World. Just wait for some updates and then enjoy yourself whenever they come out. But guys, that is pretty much it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys go check out Nightmares on Twitter. He is a Twitch streamer, and on his Discord as well, because he will help you guys out with your SSDs. But guys, that is pretty much it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.